Derek. That's the fourth time in the last hour.
I'm starting to think that his prostate's getting a bit of it.
Well, what I want to know is why did you invite him in the first place?
I thought we owed him a favour. And did you see his face when I asked him if he wanted to come for a weekend fishing up at the high country lakes? I mean, he's like a little child. See, I think he's a very lonely man. I mean, you must know, Barry, what it's like to have no friends. Eh?
Shh, here he comes.
Dear Blanchy, Derek's decision to take Cole on our high country fishing trip was one that we were beginning to regret. Well, Ray and I were anyway.
Derek, that's 12 times.
But we were confident that once we reached the hut at Lake Desolate, we could settle in for a great weekend of fishing. Another thing we hadn't counted on was Derek's reservations about the track in.
That's not a track. That's a river.
Yep, the headwaters of the Ranganui. In you go.
What, through there?
Derek, drop her into four-wheel drive and let's get through there, eh?
Yeah, well, I think in view of what happened to my Subaru...
Oh, Derek, you
come on,
wimp. What
Derek.
do you think these things are built for?
All right,
Go. Well, Derek, there's only 6 inches of water in it.
You can drown in 6 inches of water.
Well, here we are then. The old starvation hut, eh?
What? What do they call it that for?
Oh, it goes back to last century. A party of surveyors came through here and got stuck. They shot and ate their pack horse, but still never made it.
How'd they get stuck?
Oh, a river came up. So, I reckon it's a 5 o'clock start, just after sunup. The lake will be like a mill pond.
5 o'clock? Geez, guys, I was counting on a bit of a lie-in. I mean, I have to get up every morning at 5 o'clock back home.
And so did the fish, Cole. You don't catch them lying in.
Now I can see it now. A bit of mist on the lake, just as the first rays of the sun come over the top of Mount Despairing. That's the time to be there.
Mount Despairing, Lake Desolate, Starvation Hut. I mean, who named these places?
Oh, some very unhappy people, Derek.
You did check the forecast, didn't you, Barry?
Oh, well, not as such. I mean, I know this place. You know, you get a feeling for an area. Nope, your main problem this weekend, Ray, is going to be sunburn.
Still pretty solid out there. This little shower of yours has taken a while to pass over, Barry.
Yeah, it'll be gone by midday, you mark my words.
Yeah, but it didn't make much sense getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, though, did it? I mean, I could have had my lie-in.
Well, from what I could hear, you weren't doing much lying in at 2:30 either.
+4? Well, I'm sorry about that, you guys. It's call of nature, you know. I mean, actually, it's a bit primitive out there, isn't it? I mean, didn't anybody think to bring some paper?
There's paper out there, isn't there?
Yeah, but it's only torn up bits of the Herald.
But would you prefer the Dominion, Cole?
Yeah, come on, Cole. We're in the mountains now. We're roughing it.
Certainly not fishing it, are we, Barry?
Derek, I'm not stopping you. It's only a bit of rain. Go out and fish.
It's not a bit of rain. I mean, it's a torrent. I mean, it's more like a monsoon. I mean, I can hardly see the lake, let alone the river.
Yeah, there's a thought. The river. Look, why don't I go down and take a look at it? In fact, why don't we all go down and take a look at it? In fact, why don't we load up the Toyota and go down and take a look at it?
Pack up all the gear, whatever for?
In case we have to make a run for it.
A run for it? Well, we're certainly not going to make a run for it, are we?
No.
Oh, maybe a walk for it, or a swim for it, or how about a drown for it? Would that suit you, Barry?
Point taken, Derek.
So, you mean we're stuck here?
Well, for the moment.
Well, how long is this moment going to last?
Well, you know these backcountry rivers, you know, up one moment, down the next, and up again, down again, bit of rain in the tops, up again. Let's go back to the hut.
Starvation hut. Wow.
Derek, we are not going to starve. I mean, there's your famous camp up and bread you've been raving about for weeks. We've got everything we need.
And good company, Barry.
Yeah, thanks.
Good company and good conversation. Did I ever tell you about that filly I've got in the maiden at Medford on Monday? Well, her sire was Crinkle Cut, one of the last of Crinkle Cuts, actually. And her dam, you know what her dam's name was? Potato Chip. So, do you know what these people called this filly when it was born?
No.
Red Rose. What? Red Rose. Yeah, Red Rose, eh? I still think it's a funny name for a horse by Crinkle Cut out of Potato Chip. I mean, they could have called that horse Crinkle Rose, Red Potato, or even Red Chip. No, not Red Chip. No, there's already a horse called Red Chip. Galloper. Tell you what, there's a very funny story.
We'll get this gear started and settle in, shall we? Did anyone bring a pack of cards?
No, Barry, I didn't bring any cards. I came here to fish in the sunshine, remember?
Hey, well, here's a pack of cards. It's a bit scungy, though. Looks like someone said their dinner off.
Probably those surveyors, Ray.
Oh, here's a drafts board. No drafts, though.
Well, you see, there you go again, drafts board. And you see, there used to be a horse called drafts board.
Oh, look at this. An old Bell radio. Looks like something out of the Second World War.
Got mixed up in the old milkshake scandal.
No, that would have been for the musterers, Ray. You know, order up supplies from the station.
Yeah, it would have been a few years ago, of course, but I've got a very, very good story about that.
Look, will someone do something about this leak?
Oh, you could climb up on the roof and fix it if you like, Derek.
Don't be ridiculous, Barry. I'll probably come straight through. Oh, so I'll put a pot under it.
Oh, crikey, that could get on your wick after a bit, couldn't it?
Barry, exactly how long are we going to be here?
Well, put it this way, Derek. We'll be out of here way before that pot's full. Oh, I'll go and empty this thing.
Hang on, Barry. It's your bid.
No, I'm out.
I reckon there's something wrong with this pack.
Ray, it's a poor player who blames his cards. Think about poker. You've got to make the best of what you've got.
Give us a look.
Well, hang on. I had 3 kings.
No, I reckon there's some cards missing.
Here we are.
What?
The blackjacks and the ace of diamonds. Oh, I spotted that when we first started out.
Well, why didn't you tell us?
You guys didn't seem to mind and didn't want to spoil the game.
Well, it's hopeless trying to play without a full deck. No wonder I didn't get a decent hand.
Hang on, you guys. Look. Use your brains. Here we are. Jack of spades, jack of clubs, ace of diamonds. Right, who's dealing? Okay.
You right?
Thank you, Barry. I'm out.
Oh, come on, Ray, what are you? I mean, you've got a pair of jacks at least. Barry's got the ace of diamonds.
Oh, no, hang on. This isn't going to work either.
Look, I'm cleaned out anyway.
Well, where are you going?
Outside to get some more stones.
No, wait a minute, Ray. You can't just go outside and get more stones.
Yes, I can. There's plenty out there.
Yeah, but that's the point. I mean, your resources have got to be finite. You've got to have something to lose. That's the point of poker.
Sounds like the old pot's filling up again.
Thank you, Colin, for drawing our attention to that.
Oh, this is hopeless. Look, I'm going to have a crack at getting this radio going.
Oh, that's not a bad idea, Ray. If you can get it to transmit, you can get hold of the nearest farmer and see if he's got a jet boat or something. Tell you what, you fancy a game of drafts, Cole?
Hey.
There you go, Cole. You see, there is no end to Kiwi ingenuity. The carrots are the black ones and the parsnips are the white ones.
Yes, I suppose if you had a pumpkin, Barry, you could carve out a chess set.
Probably, Derek, yeah. There you go, Cole. Pick a colour, carrots or parsnips.
Here we go. The power source.
What are you doing?
I've just taken the battery out of the Toyota for the radio. I'll have those old bells glowing in.
Yeah, but
Parsnips, right?
Well, you were, Cole. Thought you would have seen that coming clear as a bell.
Look, you guys. It's a picture of the Queen, taken during the 1953 Royal Tour.
What did you bring it in here for?
Well, I couldn't bring myself to use it, could I?
No, don't suppose you would.
What are you guys doing?
Trying to get this going. Thought a bit of an aerial might help.
Aerial? Looks more like a satellite receiving station.
Hey, Cole, could you get a bit higher?
Huh?
Could you get up on the bench? Try and touch the roof with it too, will you?
Hang on. How's that?
Yeah, hold on. A bit to the right. A bit further. Yeah. No, I don't think it's going to send you guys. But we might be able to receive something.
But what's that going to achieve?
Well, we'll be able to listen to the radio.
Well, if we want to listen to the radio, why don't we listen to the radio in the car?
Because the battery's in here, Derek.
Guys, think I can get down now?
No, stay there, Cole, stay there. We have a bit of a crack at an earth. In fact, I might stick it up the chimney.
Well, I'm not going up the chimney.
Oh, look, flag it, Ray. Try again later. It might work there at night.
Well, so we are staying here tonight, are we, Barry?
Oh, looks a bit that way. But, you know, what's wrong with that? We're warm, we're comfortable. You're doing a great job on that stew over there.
Oh, yeah.
OK, Cole. Drafts. What is it? 2 each. Time for the cider. Where's the drafts? Where's the drafts?
Well, don't look at me.
Derek, where are the drafts?
Well, I put it finished.
Oh, Derek, you haven't. Oh, you've put our drafts in your stew.
They are not drafts, they are carrots and parsnips.
Yeah, but we had a deciding game to play. We were 2 each.
Well, if you want to make such a song and dance about it, you cook the stew, you bake the bread.
Yes, but Derek, that will not decide who is actually going to win.
Well, yeah, you could see we were playing.
Well, you can see I was cooking.
You put our drafts in your stew.
They are not drafts, they are vegetables. You eat vegetables, you don't play games with them.
Anyone could have...
Come on, you guys. Look, we're stuck with each other. There's nothing we can do about it. There's no point in getting ratty, right? Just got to get on with each other.
Yeah. Ray's right. Yeah.
Bloody Derek! What did you do that for? Oh, it's not. It's part of my aerial. And you've probably blown some of the condensers. You moron. Moron!
Well, let me tell you, anyone who uses a pot as part of a radio aerial is 2 sandwiches short of a barbecue.
It's sausages short of a barbecue.
I know what I mean. Don't put words in my
No,
mouth.
hang on, you guys. Ray was right before. We're stuck here. We've got to try to get on with each other, right?
Right. Sorry, Ray. Sorry, Derek.
And I'm...
Well, that was really good, Derek. Huh. But, you don't think it tasted a bit dusty, do you?
Dusty.
Yeah, like it had dust.
Dust. Well, considering, Colin, that 2 of the principal ingredients have been fingered for several hours by people playing board games, it's not altogether surprising that a certain amount of dust may have crept into the dish. Did you find it dusty, Ray?
No, it was great. Bit of a triumph in the circumstances.
Were you bothered by the dust, Barry?
No, I never noticed the dust. It was nice gravy.
Oh, the gravy was nice. Not too thick, not too thin.
Might have been just a little bit on the thin side, I suppose.
A bit on the thin side, I suppose. Well, considering the gravy was prepared under the steady drip, drip, drip of a leaking tin roof during a torrential downpour, it's not altogether surprising that it turned out a bit on the thin side. I am going outside. And I may be some time.
Let's go turn in. What's to do here, isn't it?
Tell you what, you can go mad with boredom, you know. True, but I remember
But hang on.
trainer
Hang on.
What?
Look at this. We've solved the problem. Eh? The Revenge of the Crimson Scorpion by Pamela Jurgensen. Yes!
Who the hell's she?
I don't know. She's an angel of mercy as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, hang on, Ray. There are other people concerned here, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, we'd probably all like to read the book.
Yeah, you can, after me.
With all respect, Ray, I mean, you're not actually the world speed reading champion, are you?
What do you mean by that?
Well, all I'm suggesting is maybe I could read it first, I'll whiz through it, then everyone will get to see it quicker.
Look! I found the book. It was in my bunk. Now, if you think you're going to read
I see. That's going to be your attitude.
You've got another thing.
It's just me.
You're always going over.
What is going on? We found this book. Oh, wonderful, a book. Look, that's just what I want.
Well, hang on. I found it.
Yeah, well, I was just going to whiz through it, then give it to Ray.
Well, when do I get to read it?
Well, after Cole, because he was here and you weren't.
So, well, I've got to wait till Wednesday or Thursday of next week to read it, do I?
Well, what do you suggest?
We have got home entertainment here in our hands. Now, give us the book. I'll read to us all.
Eh?
The Revenge of the Crimson Scorpion by Pamela Jurgensen. Chapter 1. Bang! A shot rang out in the deserted ballroom. On the moonlit balcony, Veronica Ravenswood clasped the lean, taut body of the Marquis de Granville to her heaving bosom. I fear it is done, my darling, she gasped. It is better this way. Ach so, ma chérie, responded her lover.
Hang on, if he was a Marquis, wouldn't he be French?
Well, does it matter?
But you're doing it in a German accent.
Oh, yeah, all right. Ach so, ma chérie, responded her lover.
What, are you going to do the whole thing in a French accent now?
What do you mean?
Well, you just said responded lever.
Look, I'm just trying to put a bit of light into it, okay? Now we can be together for all eternity, my darling, she gurgled.
Hang on, isn't she supposed to be English?
Oh, hang on, this isn't going to work.
What?
Derek, read the first page.
Bang!
No,
A
to
shot.
yourself. For God's sake, Cole, could you speed it up a bit?
Yeah, hang on, Barry. I just got to a good bit here.
Well, I'd like to get to the good bit too.
Good heavens.
What?
He's not a Marquis after all. And the dark-haired one...
Derek, would you stop telling us what's going on?
Good morning, campers. Didn't get much sleep last night, eh, Barry?
I must have nodded off while I was waiting for page 37.
Well, good day, you guys. Oh, it's still raining.
Yeah, good morning, Ray.
I'll have a crack at the radio again.
Yep, well, I'm starting with bread. Come on, Cole. Wake up. Time to start reading.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. What page was I on?
Page 37. Get on with it.
Gentlemen, I have an announcement. I have reached the last page in the book, and the suspense is unbelievable.
Don't tell us.
Don't tell us.
No, I don't intend to. This is a pleasure that I intend to savor in private. Oh, will you keep an eye on that pot there?
Yeah, all right.
What do you think tum-escent means?
Some sort of a vegetable, isn't it?
Funny thing to have in the bedroom.
What's the noise?
What?
Derek's bread, look!
Crikey, you're not supposed to do that, is it?
No!
Derek!
Derek! Derek, here, quick! Your bread's going ballistic! I should pick up the side.
Hey, no,
I saw the bread do that at the end of Dominions once. Chef lost his arm.
Come on, you can get away.
Derek, it's...
Head for the door.
If it blows,
Derek, what the hell did you put in there?
Well, I might have gone a bit overboard on the yeast.
what? You put a whole packet of yeast in it?
Yeah, well, I was reading the book at the same time, you know, so you guys could read it.
Well, speaking of which, where is the last page?
Ah, it's just outside. I'll just go and get it.
What the hell was that?
Well, if you must know, it was my bread.
Well, I won't be having any of that.
Well, as it happens, you won't have to. It's all over the hillside. Where is it? Where is it? What's happened to it?
What?
It must be here somewhere. What has happened to it?
What happened to what, Derek?
Oh, Carl. You didn't.
You couldn't.
You did, didn't you?
Did what?
I left the last page of The Revenge of the Crimson Scorpion out there, and you used it.
Well, it was dark in there, and well, it just felt like the Herald. I mean, it's the kind of mistake anybody could make, you guys. In fact, I knew a joke at the yearling sales, actually.
Shut up! Shut up with your boring, pathetic stories. We will never know. Was it Veronica? Was it the Marquis? Was it Monsignor O'Flaherty? We will never know. Because this incontinent drongo has made the last 24 hours of our lives absolutely pointless. I'm coming to kill him!
Rain stopped. It has to. The rain stopped.
Oh, does that mean we can go fishing?
It means we can go home.
Carl, look, I'm sorry I got a bit tense before. I mean, I have enjoyed your company, and it's been a pleasure having you here. All those wonderful horse stories. Really must do it again sometime.
And Derek, I'm really sorry about that last page, too.
Oh, look, forget about it. Stupid book anyway. Right, come on, you guys.
Okay, Derek, fire up.
Right.
Sounds to me like a flat battery.
Your blasted radio!
Well, we could really use that pack horse now, couldn't we?
Derek,
Derek, no.
Give it to me. Let me have it.
So there it is, Blanchy. Cole bravely volunteered to walk out to the nearest farm with this letter. He thought it was safer to leave. We're still here, as we didn't think it safe to leave Derek alone. Any chance of you sending in a battery, or a jet boat, or a helicopter? Even a book would be deeply appreciated. Your mates, Barry, Ray and Derek.
When a doctor helps a young medical student starting a career that's never easy.